It was the most virulent, deadly viral outbreak the world had ever seen. When the affliction began to finally relent, 2/3 of the planet's population, 4.2 billion people, were gone. For those left after, the new epidemic was one of moral degradation, survival by any and all means, a pandemic of the inhumane. But small patches of hope sprouted from the fallow ashes of what once was. And for some, our humanity remained the only thing worth fighting for.
This is it? This is your plan?
Yeah, isn't it great?
I like it.
We're wide open here.
There's a fence.
You really think that's going to stop the crowns? Like, they're going to get all the way down here and go, oh no, a fence! How did they discover our one weakness?
Okay, now you're just being dramatic.
You guys aren't seeing the big picture here. Look.
What am I looking at?
Over there. All those big metal shipping containers. If those movers are working, we can arrange all those crates and make our own
Great Wall of China! Nice!
So we can use one of the TriMet buses as a gate, and the best part is there are more than enough of those containers that after we build our perimeter wall, we can use the leftovers to build some tiny houses. No more cramped storage closets. People will actually feel close to normal again and not like a bunch of wasteland refugees.
Not bad at all. If I'd had some, I'd put money down that some of those containers may even have building materials in them.
Now that's a good possibility, and if they don't, most of the big hardware stores weren't ransacked, so we could get a lot of what we need there, not to mention the lumber yards.
Alan, you're a damn genius. How soon before we can get it going?
Depends on the state of those forklifts, and I'll need to map out the perimeter.
Then let's get to it.
I'll have Casey check out the forklifts and loaders. Everyone else can get to opening and cataloging containers.
We still have a food issue.
I think it's too much to hope that there's something in those containers, and there's a good chance this area's been picked over pretty good.
That's a big affirmative. But we're not far from Selwood. If you want, I could take a few able bodies over that way and see what we can find.
Have you guys considered hunting?
Hunting? Hunting for what?
Are you kidding? Have you looked around? With most of humanity gone, nature's taking over again. I know you've seen the deer and coyotes wandering around.
Yeah, he's right, but I don't know if that's a viable option just yet. Yeah, we've seen the animals, but not regularly, and it could take a long time to track and kill enough for everyone.
We're not that far from the river.
Would you eat anything out of the Willamette? Even now?
Yeah, point taken.
You know, it won't help us right now, but we're not too far from Eastmoreland Park. We could turn that into farmland.
That's a really good idea.
But like you said, it doesn't solve the immediate problem.
Our best option at this point is still scavenging, so let's divide and conquer. I'll take half our people over into Selwood and see what we can find.
Alan, get started on that perimeter, and I'll take the rest of our people and start checking out the containers. Once Casey gives us the green light on those loaders, I want to get that wall going immediately so we're not so exposed.
Well, let's get moving. Convenience stores, and I think there might be a Whole Foods, but I wouldn't put too much hope on there being anything worth bringing back in there. But I'll check it out anyway.
Leave no stone unturned.
Exactly.
Hey, Fox! Cohen, wait up a minute.
Hey, Wheeler, what's up?
I think we should go back to Homestead.
Well, that's a big hell no.
Not to stay. I know we're compromised and all that. I think we should go back and get what we can. We had a ton of food stored there, plus clothing, building materials, and all kinds of things we could use. And I bet the three of us could bring a lot of it back by ourselves.
Buddy, I appreciate the idea, but
it's just too risky. We don't know if the crowns are still there, and even if they weren't, they've probably cleaned it out.
In less than 2 days?
Once they figured out there were no weapons, their priority would have been food. At least it would have been mine.
I know it's dangerous, and there's a good chance that there's nothing left. But even if there's only a sliver of a chance, isn't it worth taking a look?
He's got a point.
Really?
Don't get me wrong, I still think it's a horrible idea, but he's right. The Crowns aren't that smart. We haven't seen anything in their actions that would suggest they have any kind of strategy. I bet the only reason they found us at all is because Huxley led them to us.
Wait. Huxley?
Yeah. Oh my God, I haven't had a chance to fill you in. So, after we banished Huxley, he apparently ended up joining the Crowns. And he is still pretty pissed that we kicked him out. So my guess is that he managed to get them organized enough to attack us.
And what about the barrage before the attack?
Well, if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say they got onto one of the Navy ships anchored in the river. You know, the ones that were there for Rose Festival before the fall?
How would they even get access? They were moved into the middle of the river, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They did it because so many of the crews got sick and they couldn't get them back out to sea, so they anchored them in the middle of the river and locked them down. But it wouldn't be that hard to take a boat over and board them from the side.
It makes sense. If they managed to get on board, they could have figured out how to use the guns. That would explain why they didn't hit us. They're not complicated, but you do have to know what you're doing to be accurate.
Exactly.
Maybe we should return the favor.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
All right. We need to get back on track here.
All I'm saying is that it's worth going back to Homestead and taking a peek around. The three of us could head up tonight. If someone's there, fine. We back off and head back here and no one's the wiser. But if it's empty, then maybe, just maybe, they left something. Things that we could use here. And the three of us could grab it fast and get back here before anyone knew we were even there.
There's also the possibility that some of our people might go back there if they think it's safe. I mean, no one knew what they were supposed to do if we had to evacuate.
Yeah, okay. I guess it'd be better to know for sure. Okay, I don't like this idea, but if there's even a sliver of a chance some of our people came back, then we owe it to them to check. Cohen, head over to Selwood and try and find something resembling food. And when you get back, the three of us will head back north for a little recon.
You got it, brother.
Nice.
Casey, how's it going?
Better than I expected. These things are actually in pretty good shape. I got 2 of them to start up just fine, and I got Glenn and Todd learning how to use them over there. I figure it's better to have them out there instead of close to the people over here.
Less chance of accidents that way.
I thought so. I gotta say that I really kind of like this new location. We're a lot more central, and I'm not gonna lie here, boss. It's actually really nice to see the sky. That was a good move.
Yeah, it ain't so bad. We have a better start here than we did at Homestead.
This is Homestead.
Come again?
Homestead was never a place, Fox. It was all of us coming together. Wherever we are, that is where Homestead is.
There's no place like home.
Exactly.
You know, I never figured you'd be the one to get all emotionally philosophical.
You tell anyone and I will rip your tongue out.
And there's the Casey I know and love. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey there, babe. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Okay, if you two are gonna get all cute and lovey, please take it somewhere else. I don't want to lose what little food I have left in my stomach.
Oh, it's disgusting how hopelessly romantic you are, Casey.
Piss off.
Come on. I don't want her throwing anything heavy and metallic at us.
That's probably a good idea.
Everyone getting settled?
As best they can. Actually, Jake, I wanted to ask you a favor.
This sounds serious.
While you were away, I spent all of my time up on that roof watching out for you. And I did a lot of thinking about, my place here in all of this. And I think I can do more than just help Mrs. Potter teaching kids. I don't know. I feel like
You want to keep being one of our lookouts.
maybe to start, I just feel like I can contribute more around here.
Well, then I don't see any reason for not keeping you in charge of our sentries. And if you want to try your hand at something else, then let's talk about it.
Really? It's that easy? No argument for keeping me safe and hidden inside with the kids or anything?
Jamie, listen. I know that this thing between us is still very new, and that up until now our interactions were scarce. So you don't know me all that well yet. So the first thing you need to understand is that if I'm trying to keep you safe, it isn't because I think you're weak or that you won't be able to handle something. I do it because you're important to me.
Oh, Jake.
I'm also not the type of guy who's going to try and stifle your ambitions. I know that you can be a lot more than a glorified babysitter, so if you don't want to help out Mrs. Potter, I'm not going to force you. I may not always agree with your choices, but I'll always support you. Got it?
That means the world to me, Jake. Thank you. And here I was, all prepared to use a bit of physical persuasion.
I mean, there's no reason you can't try it.
Well, maybe I will.
There's something I'd like you to do for me.
Okay.
If you're going to continue leading our sentry team, then I want you to work with Casey on some sharpshooting. Being high up puts you in a great position to take out anyone who may come sniffing around intent on doing us harm. Would you be okay with something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And here I was, all prepared to use physical persuasion.
Oh, it's so cute how you think that would work on me.
Challenge accepted.
So when can I start training?
Let's talk about that tomorrow. Right now, I've got to get ready for when Cohen and Wheeler get back.
Why? What's going on?
We're going back to Homestead to see if we can get some supplies and check to see if any of our people might have gone back thinking it was safe.
And when were you planning to tell me about that?
I'm telling you now.
Unacceptable, Jake. What did you just promise me? Where you go, I go, remember?
Jamie, this isn't like I'm leaving the state. It's just a simple recon, okay?
You and I both know that nothing is ever that simple, Jake. I'm going with you, and that's that.
Okay.
Wait, what?
It wouldn't be bad to have another pair of eyes with us. You might see something we miss. But I need you to promise me, if I tell you to do something, you do it without question. No sarcasm, no whining. If I say run, you run.
Yeah, of course.
I mean it, Jamie. This can't be one of those, yeah, I'll promise now and then I'll do whatever I want later.
Hey.
I don't expect to run into trouble, but if we do, I need to know that you'll do exactly what I tell you so we're all safe. Got it?
Yes. Okay, I swear to you that I will follow your every word to the letter.
Thank you. Let's go. Cohen and the others should be back soon, and I want to get this over with.
And I didn't even have to use physical persuasion.
Save it for when we get back.
Wheeler! Hey, Wheeler, come on! Fox is waiting for us. This was your idea, remember?
Yeah, I know. Just give me a second.
What are you doing?
Remembering.
Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more here.
We lost a lot of people over the past couple of years. Good people. After we lost Sarah yesterday, I realized that I'm starting to forget them. I don't want to forget anymore, so I'm carving Sarah's name here, so I don't forget her. It's her memorial wall now.
That's really... I don't even have the words for this.
It's not perfect, much less than she deserves. But now no one will forget her.
You mind if I borrow that?
Yeah, sure. But I thought Fox was waiting.
Yeah, well, he can wait a little longer.
Nice.
Thanks.
Well, Guess we should get moving.
I suppose. I'll see you around, Shakes. We're getting close.
I think we should split up. You and Wheeler can come in from the west, and Jamie and I can circle around the back and come in from the other side.
Less chance of being spotted.
That's what I was thinking.
Why don't we just use the 28th Avenue Bridge? We could see the parking lot at least. If they've got people down there, we'll see them before they see us.
We won't be able to see anything up there since there are no lights. We have to get close.
We'll cross the bridge and then circle in like Fox said. We can meet at the corner of the building on the train track side.
Keep radio silent unless you run into trouble.
We'll see you down there.
Wheeler, don't let him try anything stupid.
I promise nothing.
They're gonna get us shot, aren't they?
Probably.
Hey, glad you could make it.
Sorry. Someone had to make an emergency pit stop.
What? Why didn't you go before we left?
Shut up.
You're supposed to use the body before we leave.
You know Casey showed me how to use this, right?
Hey, enough.
Everything looks quiet, but I'm not convinced the place is empty.
We didn't hear or see anything, but something doesn't feel kosher about this.
How do you want to proceed?
I don't think we can avoid it. We're gonna have to go inside. Unless you know of another way we can see.
Down!
Well, I guess we have our answer.
Oh, man. I was really hoping we'd be able to get inside. I left some beef jerky in my room.
Is it me, or does it look like they're moving in?
Wow, it sure looks that way, but that doesn't make any sense. Their camp on Swan Island is way bigger, even if they are expanding. There are way better places to set up.
Unless it's symbolic.
What? Huxley wants to take over this place and rub it in our faces?
Son of a bitch.
What?
Warner.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Where?
There, by the front of the truck. Is he giving orders?
Are you sure it's him?
Oh, I'd recognize that piece of crap anywhere.
What the hell is going on here?
I'm about to find out.
No, you're not. Stay down. You want to get us killed?
Brother, I am not about to sit here and let that bedwetter just roll in and take everything we've built over the last few years.
Buddy, stop and think about this. We're way outmatched here. Now, I'm with you. I don't like the idea that Weasel taking our home, but now isn't the time.
Wheeler's right. We're outnumbered at least 3-1 from what I can tell, and I don't want to get shot today. Please?
I swear to you, we will nail that scum-sucking coward eventually, but not now, okay? Now let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Nope, that ain't happening.
Cohen!
Matt, get back here.
He's always got to make it difficult. Get ready to give cover fire.
Hey, Warner! You didn't actually think I'd let you take our home without a fight, did you? Fire!
You see him?
He's there!
Cohen! Get back here! Let's get out of here!
I think he's hurt.
Cohen! Cohen, can you hear me?
Wheeler, you're with me. Jamie, I'm gonna need you to cover us now!
Cohen, are you alright?
Grab him!
My God, how is he so heavy? Did he eat the truck?
Pull! Keep firing!
Is he okay?
Keep shooting! Wheeler, take these. When I say so, pull the pins and throw them over there. Then you two follow me and keep firing until we're clear. Ready?
He just had to do it. Just couldn't let it be.
Damn it! Here we go! Throw him now! Move! Here. I need to take a rest.
How bad is he?
I don't know. I can't tell. But he's losing a lot of blood. I am soaked in it.
It's shoulder and chest.
Wheeler, give me your flashlight. Oh, man. Hold this. I've got to try and stop the bleeding.
Is it bad?
It isn't good. Matt, what were you thinking?
Mistakes were made.
Just take it easy, buddy. We're going to get you home.
It might be safer here. Kate's not going to be happy.
She's gonna kill you.
We're not that far from the truck.
Okay, buddy. Are you ready for another ride?
Can you make it less bumpy?
I'll do what I can. Okay, here we go.
Hang on, brother.
Stay with us, Matt. You hear me? Stay with us.
We get to the truck, Jamie. You and I will load him into the back and try to keep him from bleeding out. Wheeler?
I've already got my foot in it. Let's just move.
You're going to be all right, brother. We're going to get you home, and Nicole will get you all fixed up. Everything's going to be just fine. You just hang on. You hear me? Hang on.
Homestead, Episode 2, You Can't Go Home. Written, directed, and produced by James Robinson. Story by James Robinson, Travis Box, and Danny Hedham. Music by Me You. This episode starred Travis Box as Cohen, Rebecca Gurney as Jamie, James Robinson as Fox, Danny Hedham as Wheeler, Justin Mansfield as Alan, and CJ Sumner as Casey. Homestead is a Not Another Podcast production.